Firstly, Elisabeth, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Thanks. I'm all good, thanks. Yeah.
Before we go any further, actually, I've heard that maybe you have a special nickname. What is your nickname, and can I use it?
Yeah, a lot of people actually ask if they can use my nickname, but yeah, it's Terry. And of course you can.
Where's that come from? Who started the nickname?
I get this question all the time. I think it happened in Brighton. Victoria Williams. She made that up, and then I've just since then been a Terry, I guess. So, yeah.
It's just stuck. It's just stuck. Well, it suits you, and thank you. Thank you for letting me use it.
I don't know if it does, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
So we can't not start today by talking about your stunning hat trick against Bran. Sent you guys through to the Champions League group stage for the first time. Have you recovered from the excitement of that yet?
Um, yeah, I mean, as a footballer, you have games coming up like all the time, so you have to recover quickly. But obviously, yeah, that was a good game for myself and the team as well. We qualified for Champions League, which we have worked really hard to achieve. So yeah, no, that was a good night.
And talk me through the hat trick because it was a pretty perfect one. I mean, did you get more fired up once you scored the first goal? I know obviously you're up against your former club, Bran. Did that add a little bit more motivation to you on the day?
Yeah, obviously, like it was two legs, and we lost the first game. And then yeah, they celebrated a lot after that game, and we knew that that was going to be a hard game, and that it is two games. But I think yeah, the way they celebrated and stuff, and obviously I have a lot of respect for the club and stuff, but I just think that triggered a lot in me and the team as well to just go out and yeah, win the game and put out a good performance. So yeah.
And now, of course, you're into the Champions League group stages for the first time ever. You know some of your opponents, or you know all of your group opponents. You've got the likes of Leon, PSG in there, some huge names. How does that change your approach now to the domestic season? Are you thinking, okay, how do we balance everything here? What does that mean for you personally?
First of all, I just think it's super cool. As you're saying, like the clubs we're playing, the teams we're playing, like it's really cool games to play. And I think we as a team too, now we're at a place where we can actually compete in all of those games. And we know that there's going to be a busy schedule and a lot of games coming up. But I think yeah, if we can manage that well and approach every game in a good way, then we should have really good chances. So yeah, no, I look forward to that.
I've also heard that you're actually a lifelong Man United fan too. Is that true? And how did that come about? And obviously now you've written yourself into the club's history books. That must mean a lot.
Yeah, it is quite cool. Like I've been a fan my whole life. And yeah, my brother is a big fan. So obviously to play for the club you love and have supported from you were younger, it means a little bit extra when you achieve things and every game you play. So yeah, it's special.
Did you always know that you wanted to be a footballer?
Yeah, I did. I think I did a lot of stuff when I grew up, like played a lot of sports and did a lot of stuff. But I had obviously a talent for football and a dad and a brother and stuff that were really into football. So it just became pretty natural for me to be a footballer.
Well, you are a very natural footballer. You're an excellent footballer. Let's chat a bit about the draw against Arsenal at the weekend. I know, as you said, you came on as a sub, but it was a really tight game. Were you happy with the result in the end, or were you guys quite disappointed that maybe you didn't get the win? What was the feeling in the dressing room after the game?
Um, I think the game is quite, yeah, it's quite yeah, an even game. There is not a lot of chances, and both teams are like they have possession, but we're defending well. And yeah, it's not like a crazy game where there is a lot happening. So I think when you look at the result after, I think 0-0 is quite defining of the actual game. I still think though we as a team and as a group we're at a place now where we actually yeah, we had a really good season last year, and I think this year as well, we just want to continue to take these next steps. So we were not disappointed with the result, but I think in the end of the day as well, like those are the games we want to go and win. And I think, yeah, Arsenal put out like I think if there is a day we should beat them as well at home with the fans and stuff. I think we had the opportunity to do so yesterday. But when you look at it, yeah, 0-0 is quite a decent description of the game. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And up against, of course, one of the other best teams in the league. Is that your mindset as a team at Man United? Do you kind of look at the likes of obviously Chelsea, who, are trying to defend their title this season? Do you look at those teams and think, we want to be knocking Chelsea off their perch this season? We want to be winning the WSL?
Yeah, we are a team that obviously think we know that there is a lot of steps to take still to be the best team in the league. But I think shown in the previous seasons and what we did last year, and yeah, we are here to compete, and we really want to take new steps to be even closer to win the WSL title. Because yeah, that is a goal in the near future. So yeah.
And for you personally now, you've, I think, been in the WSL for 3 full seasons, obviously into your 4th season now. I think you've scored 33 goals, which is incredible now. And I think, you're being discussed as one of the best, if not the best strikers in the league right now. How does that, has that set in just how much of an impact you've made on the league and on your team?
Yeah, I'm quite like people who know me knows that like I'm quite a humble and hardworking person. So for me, like the focus is always on helping the team perform and develop myself as a player too. So that is usually always my focus. But then I'm also aware of the seasons I've had in Brighton and the development I've had, and I think if you look at like the path I've taken, I've played 2 seasons in a lower team and done quite well there. But now I'm in a big team that actually wants to compete against the best teams, and yeah, and then obviously you want to develop as well and achieve things on a personal basis. And I think I've always had a good development as an individual as well, which is what you want.
Last season, actually, after one of your games, your manager Marc Skinner said that you had traits which reminded him of Erling Haaland, a player who I know actually you know from your time playing in the same club at Brine, is it in Norway? Did you share any tips with each other? Because the other day when you scored your hat trick, he also scored for Man City the same day.
Yeah, it is a bit funny that we're from the same place and play for two good teams in the same city. And obviously he is really really good at what he does. So yeah, he's there's a lot you can learn from him and what he's doing.
I'm sure he's learning from you as well. And what is it like working with Marc Skinner? Because he's always so full of praise for you. Is he a great manager to work with?
Yeah, I think so. My time at the club, I've really enjoyed working with him, and I think he manages the team in a really good way. And what I think is good about him is that before every game, your mindset is always set to the right, like the right way, where you have the best opportunities to achieve. So yeah, no, I like working with him.
Someone else you work with all the time is Melvin Mallard, who's also scoring quite a few goals this season so far. Is it nice having a bit of competition up front? Is there, do you have that, I suppose, rivalry, not quite rivalry, but do you spur each other on, I guess, to do better?
Yeah, what is fine with me or good with me and Mel is that we always want each other to perform well, and yeah, the whole team is built that way as well. And yeah, we love playing with each other, and I think you can see what we've done so far this season is that like we found a really good connection, and the link up we have together is really good, I think. And the more we can play together, the more or the better we will be together as well. So yeah.
And finally, obviously now you've got Champions League football. You're of course keep competing in the WSL, and then the cup competitions will come into play very soon as well. If you were looking forward in time and you could set out what success would look like for you this season as a team and also individually, what would that be? What's the one thing that you really want to achieve this season?
I think that's really hard to answer because we're quite focused in the moment and what we need to do right now. So obviously, yeah, we know that we're a team that should compete in the league. We should compete in every cup, and we should be able to compete really far in Champions League as well. And I think when you got all these competitions and all these games coming up, it's just important about taking taking each challenge at a time. But yeah, we are a team that wants to win and wants to win trophies. So yeah,
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Elizabeth. We look forward to seeing you score a lot more goals. Maybe throw in a celebration for us for the next one. But thank you for joining us, and we'll speak to you soon.
thank you.